bit of a delay here. I don't see any injured players, so that's always a good thing. And now referee Paul Gagliardi says play ball, blows the whistle, winds the arm to get the clock wound. Otremba takes the shotgun snap, hands it off, coming to the near side and getting knocked out of bounds as Pendergrass. He's down inside the 10-yard line, close to the 5. It'll be first and goal for the Red Raiders.
Still want to let everybody know we apologize. We know we had an internet blip connection for us. We are back up and running, okay? We had to run a couple different connections here as we know to even get the game up. So we are fully up and running. We apologize.
And it's Pendergrass, and he's down right inside close to the 1-yard line. It'll be second and goal for St. Francis.
Pendergrass with the carry, gain of 3.
A 3-yard gain.
Second and goal.
Second and goal for the Red Raiders. Tremba goes under center. He'll take it himself. And so far, he's been denied. It'll be third and goal.
I got to be honest with you, Stu. I've been very impressed by this St. Joe's defense so far early here. They've really stood up to the task right here inside this first quarter, especially against this line that we know is so good for St. Francis. That's probably early on the big key I've seen and love seeing from St. Joe's.
They could get a huge lift if they can come up with some kind of stop here. It's third and goal. And there's the handoff, and Kidd, he did not get it. He stopped, and now it's fourth and goal.
Boy, I'll tell you, that was close. I actually thought he may have extended his arm over the line on that one, but obviously they do not give it to him. And another big stop by this defensive line for St. Joe's.
I kept looking for one of the officials to raise their arm because I thought, well, that's really close, and I never saw it. St. Francis takes a quick timeout. Here we have 1:37 to play in the first quarter, and already this is the first real big, perhaps game-changing moment here. If St. Joe's gets a stop on fourth down. Now, St. Joe's has had 0 field position. They have, I think, 1 first down, and the drive started at the St. Joe's 38. Here's St. Francis on fourth and goal, so we'll see what Coach Jerry Smith and his offense dials up. Steve Otremba Sr. is the offensive coordinator. He's watching his son play and calling the play. So
that's pretty neat, though, calling for your play. He really is. Right? And what an athletic director and what he's doing here at St. Francis, right? He really has done a fantastic job here with not only the football program overseeing, but every program here. Truly is a class act, and is why that you see so many teams doing well here for St. Francis.
Here we go, fourth and goal from about the 1-yard line. Otremba hands it off. Touchdown. Ricardo Kidd gets into the end zone, and the Red Raiders take a 6-0 lead. Well, they took advantage of that great field position. Had to go to fourth down to do it, but they score, and it's 6-0.
That's what, you know what I mean? That's what St. Francis needed, right? Good call. You get the timeout, right? You make sure you get the right play in there, the right people in there, get everything set, and then give it to the man, right? We know who Kidd comes up big right there.
So St. Francis will try the extra point. I can't tell what number that is.
15.
It is 15. Thank you. The kick is up and good as Patrick Lawless boots the extra point through. A shout out to Patrick on senior day. His parents are Pat and Amy Lawless. Amy Lawless, a former co-worker of ours at Channel 2. Her maiden name is Seekman. So a shout out to the Lawless family and a congratulations to Patrick, who just kicked the extra point to give St. Francis a 7-0 lead. Amy, a valued longtime member of the production department at Channel 2, and you can bet if you see a WGRZ TV newscast on the air, she had a hand in getting it on and getting it on correctly.
I agree with you. She's something else, too. And I'll tell you, and I think everybody at Channel 2 will say the absolute best, right? That's out there. And wouldn't want anybody different on any one of those shows as a producer.
So St. Francis takes a 7-0 lead here with 1:33 to go in the first quarter. And the Marauders will get the ball for the third time as you hear the Notre Dame fight song, which happens to be the St. Francis fight song playing. I should bring my wife to one of these St. Francis games. She loves Notre Dame. Just hearing the fight song, she would really like that.
Okay. I'm going to hold you to that now. And then I'm going to put her on air and see what she has to say.
Well, nothing good about me, that's for
Oh,
sure.
stop it, Stu.
As the ball bounces through the end zone for the touchback, it'll be 1st and 10 St. Joe's at the 20-yard line.
So, Stu, at the end of the first quarter, we're going to kick it down to Francis Beck. We have our sideline reporter here, one of the best in the business right here, and we'll be kicking it down to him at the end of the first quarter right here. But, just really is a great game and two class programs here, right? You got to love what we're seeing right now from Coach Corona. Really doing some great things with this program. We knew he was going to when he came in, but it was going to take time. And then, not to do a pun here, but the coronavirus is what killed his really the start he needed and really changing this program around and doing it very quickly now.
1st and 10 for the Marauders. Oh, nice carry and a run for about 7 or 8 yards. Lentz on the carry. And it'll be 2nd down.
And that was Kendall Jr. on the tackle there, number 8, who comes up big on that tackle.
So 2nd and short for the Marauders, looking for their second first down of the game. They give him 9 yards on the carry. It'll be 2nd and 1. Second and 1 for the Marauders. We're in the final minute of the first quarter. Red Raiders lead this one 7-0. Lentz hands it off to Anderson, and he shoved back. Might have lost a yard or two there. And it'll bring up a 3rd down. And the clock is stopped. And did we have a timeout on the field? We have St. Francis taking their
St. Francis.
second timeout of the half. They took one before the 4th down play on which they scored the only touchdown of the game so far.
So think about it. Why are they doing this, Stu, this timeout? So what they're trying to do is if they can stop and make them kick into this wind right there, that's what they're trying to force them to do right now is to kick into this wind so they can get great field position for when they're going to need to go into that spot into the wind like this call by Coach.
I you're 100% correct. It's a great call, and if they can find a way, let's say they stop them and they can score again. I mean, it's going to be tough enough going into the wind.
Well, you take one shot, right?
Yes.
In other words, if you've got enough time in 40 seconds, maybe you've got a time to just take one shot, but you go for that shot. You know you got the receiver to send it out to right there. So do you take at least one shot that way? Because chances are it's only going to be something very short passing right there, or it's going to be more by the run where you're going to see Pendergrass and Kidd do their thing.
3rd down, 3rd and 2 here. Lentz, shotgun snap, takes it, hands it off, and that's a 1st down and then some for Anderson, and he's out close to midfield where he finally is knocked out of bounds. It'll be 1st and 10 for St. Joe's. Anderson getting nearly all the carries for St. Joe's. He is their workhorse, certainly is today, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Marauders at their own 47-yard line.
And he's been their workhorse all season, right? And I'll tell you, I know we've had a lot of guys come do the games for St. Joe's, and they'll all tell you, boy, Anderson is the man out on the field, right? He's showing it both offensively and defensively out in the field. And that right there is a huge 1st down for St. Joe's because now you're going to give your team the opportunity to do something into the wind here in your favor.
And Lentz takes the shotgun snap, trying to turn the corner. He can't do it. He's knocked out of bounds. That's a big loss. Looks like about a 5-yard loss. You know, Tom, something didn't look right on that play. It looked like another broken play. I couldn't tell you what, but something didn't work.
Well, you saw the penetration there by one of the players who got into the backfield, I think, that threw that off. And then Pendergrass comes up big right there to get the actual tackle on the out of bounds. But it was the penetration by the defensive line, I think, that threw that off because he was trying to run to the outside and couldn't get directly there because of what had happened from penetration.
25 seconds left in the first quarter. Second down for St. Joe's. A lot of movement on the defense, on the St. Francis defense. And there's a handoff, and coming to the near side and being thrown for a loss is Jackson Keller. He had no chance. Looked like that was Kainan Ulanga on the tackle. Robert Kendall Jr. Well, that's a great defensive play, and that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. After one quarter of play here at St. Francis, we're going to go down and on the field to Francis Beck. So Francis, take it away. Seven 0 St. Francis after one quarter. They lead St. Joe's, and you're watching high school football on Western New York Athletics.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
Do you insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
You're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered.
What if my party tent goes down?
Third down and 20 for the Marauders. Lentz rolls to the right, looks to pass. He throws. Nice catch, but short of the first down. Steve Hoskins, I think, hauled that one in. And it'll be fourth down. And we'll see what the Marauders do here. Now with the wind at their back.
And one of the first big passes that we've seen for St. Joe's right here, showing that how much this wind is having effect. They're going to throw it this way right here. And I'll tell you, we're in the zone right now where a lot of teams go for it. I will not be surprised to see St. Joe's come out and go for this.
So it's fourth and I believe 7 for St. Joe's. Low snap. Jentz picks it up off the turf, goes back to pass. He throws, and it's incomplete on the far side, and the Red Raiders will take over on downs.
Red Raiders take over on downs.
Big play there by number 44, Logan Reska.